Hey, it's Patrick O'Driscoll, co-founder and CEO here at TVG. In today's video, I'm sitting down with one of our long-term partners, Luca from Vitalura, where we sit down and discuss the growth that they have experienced by working with us over the last 9 months. We dive into how their business has been impacted, the work that we've been done, and he touches on how our team has been able to approach a feminine, female voiced brand, which I think will be very relevant if you are running a female focused company. Enjoy this interview. I think we get a ton of insight through this interview. And if you're interested in working with us here at TVG, and if you're an e-commerce brand that's doing over $50,000 a month and you're looking to partner with the team to help you scale to that next level, I'll leave a link down below so you can schedule a call. Let's dive into this interview. Luca, I'd love for you to just introduce yourself to kick things off.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Luca Ferredi. I am the co-founder of Bodylura and Vitalura Labs, which are two businesses in the fitness space. Bodylura is a fitness platform available on Apple Store, App Store, and Google Play Store. And Vitalura Labs is a third-party certified NSF certified supplement company. We launched Bodylura. My wife Anna Victoria and I launched Bodylura now back in 2018. So we've been in the market for quite some time. While Vitalura Labs is our new creation, we launched a couple of years ago, and it's been a quite a journey. I have to say, lots of great things, lots of learning lessons for sure.
Yeah, and we'll jump into that today because I really want to get your perspective. Because obviously, we work with a lot of supplement brands, and you specifically, there's always that constant battle of like the cost of goods, managing that, managing
Right.
marketing. You're fighting on so many fronts
Correct.
that's always something that we have to tackle together. So we've been working together for, it's crazy. I just checked. It's almost been, I think it's 9 months now. I think you guys
Yeah.
came on December of 2024. So kind of take me back to those original conversations, what were you guys looking for? I think we got
Right.
connected, I think through your manufacturer, I think the guys over at
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
guys
That's how we
Marcus and
connected.
them. So to
Mhm.
walk me through what you guys were looking for, why you even were looking for help on the D2C side, and what made you look for a partner like us.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, I have to say we started the company. We bootstrap everything from scratch, right? So we don't have investors, and we have to be profitable, right, to keep
Yeah.
the business going. We are not allowed for a burn rate. We don't have a burn rate. If you have a burn rate and we burn cash, there is no business, right?
Mhm.
So we have to stay profitable. We obviously are able to, we are pretty lucky. Anna, my wife, has a large social media following. We can tap into where the community that she created over the years, a very loyal community, and she's been awesome nurturing that community. So that's how we have been able to, keep things going. With social media reach, generally organic social media reach has been going down over the years.
Mhm.
So we have been trying to find other ways to reach more people because we believe we have great products. We just want more people to see our products. So we reached out, we really never had, a marketing person, right? Or,
Mhm.
an email person. So that's why what we were doing some, uh, very DIY ourselves, out of, blogs
Yeah.
we read or stuff like that, but never like experience an agency like yours, to really get things done in an efficient way. So we were looking for two things, efficiency, cost savings variable, and really nurturing our email list. We came to you
Yeah.
guys with, I believe, two pretty large lists,
Yeah.
250,000 each, something like that.
Yep.
And we were
Yep.
paying a lot of money, right, to Klaviyo, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those lists were not, they were not being nurtured, right? They were
Yeah.
not really like followed in the correct way. So definitely where you guys came in, and it was very efficient, and it was awesome because immediately you were able to identify the contacts to keep, start, really slowly suppressing some contacts to give us the cost savings that we need right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And but keep the open rate high, keep the click-through rate high, and keep actually increasing quite a bit the revenue coming from email quite
Mhm.
a bit, so compared to the past. So you guys definitely delivered on the front, right? So we wanted cost savings, we wanted efficiency, and you guys had a beautiful delivery on both fronts.
Yeah, yeah, it's funny. One of the things that, especially when you like a brand comes to us like you guys with a massive list, and people complain about the Klaviyo bill. It's sometimes it's like, oh, the quick win sometimes isn't necessarily sending emails like, hey, can we just like clean this list up? Because some brands spending thousands of dollars on Klaviyo, and that's one of the big things why brands don't like Klaviyo. They kind of are a more expensive option on the market. We obviously think they are the best platform to get results and see all the analytics and everything. But yeah, cleaning up that list. I remember Xavier coming back to us like, oh my gosh, we're able to save,
It was major.
thousands of dollars. Yeah, yeah,
It was
that was
major.
crazy.
And
Um,
talking about, cost of goods and, us being needing to be profitable, obviously that's a big win for us.
Yeah, totally. And that's why I think this conversation will be good because you obviously talked about, you guys bootstrapping this. This is actually like very contrast to the conversation I had last week with Matt from Applied Nutrition, which is a publicly traded company. They're, looking to scale very aggressively. And that's kind of the different founder. I'm talking to people that are different all the time. Some are, want to just dump up tons of budget, get things up and running. There's others that are trying to, cash flow this and make sure we're doing it as conservative as possible. And that's really why I see like email and SMS, especially when it's being underutilized, is like, let's crush that because you guys already paid or you guys already went viral, you already accumulated this network of people. There's some usually low-hanging fruit there. What challenges were you, walk me through, remind me like what was email before? Like how did you guys handle it? I know you mentioned it was more DUI. What did that strategy look like? And then how did that change once we started to work with you guys? Maybe it was like your internal team or the workload that was taken off your plate. Just get
Yes.
get get an understanding of that
We
side.
were we were pretty so consistency and planning. What that's really what you guys brought in. We weren't consistent in our email outreach. There wasn't really planning, and because our team is very small, we were always like running out of time, or like oh, we want to do a last minute promo, we don't have the email design, how do we get this design in time, so there was a lot of things where it just was lacking planning, obviously resources because we didn't have the team members to do so, and consistency. I've seen a lot of results coming from you guys' consistency of let's try different iteration, let's try different strategies and see what converts the best. You need to have the time and the resources to do that, right?
Yeah.
And time to look at the numbers, study the numbers, and what actually works, and actually reapply that over and over to actually get results, right? We didn't have that time and the resources. You guys, that's what you guys brought in. On top of that, I think something that we didn't have, it was some maybe it was kind of set up, kind of not, but you guys really took it to another level, was the flows. The
Yeah.
Klaviyo flows, everything with the welcome flows, the retargeting flows, the browser abandonment flow. Those really for us, we do get a lot of organic reach in our website, right? Because of our social
Yeah.
network. But we are never able to actually retarget or like try to grab attention from these people before you guys implemented those flows. And those flows have been converting great. Uh,
Yeah.
really high conversion rate. We made tens of thousands of dollars on those flows in the last few months. So uh,
Yeah.
that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. And one thing that I believe I always have, this always happens when I speak to, I guess, a female focused brand. I think maybe we had this conversation in our initial calls was like, can this team execute, this very, feminine design, feminine tone of voice? That's always the big thing
100%.
that
Yes.
female brands come to us with when I'm on the call and I show Xavier, our head of email, and they're like, all right, can these guys, sell to women?
Yeah.
Um, Talk to me about that because I feel like I
That's
would hope for
interesting.
working with you for 9 months that
No, it's
we've been
great.
able to speak to that voice, but I know that's always a hesitancy with female
That's
brands.
really funny that you bring that up because it's been a struggle over the years because how do we, it's Anna's, it's my wife, it's Anna's community,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
brand, right? It's her face. So how do we find someone that is able to translate that is not Anna? Because Anna has been doing a lot of that over the years. It's just
yeah,
obviously not possible for her to do everything, right? So
hmm,
we had to give someone else this job, and we had multiple designers over the years, and it's been challenging, to have to find someone that is able to do that. And to our surprise, honestly, this was a surprise because you guys, and this was and I was a little worried at the beginning. Are they going to
yeah,
be able to make, the designs how I want them, in that tone that is the tone of the community, the brand that she created? You guys delivered 100%. We were really surprised. There was a big surprise. because this was a challenge in the past few
Yeah.
years. And it was great. Designs are beautiful. They convert, and it's really happy with it. So we are, 100% A plus on this, on the design.
Awesome.
We are
Awesome.
really happy with it. Yeah, and again, you're right. It's funny you bring this up because it has been a struggle over the years.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, it is it's something we always have to discuss with female brands too. But yeah, I mean, it's good to hear that from you specifically. And I'd like to hear more about working with our team on day to day. So we have our Slack channel, we have standing calls, we have reports that we send your way, even interacting with our team like Xavier and the others. How do you like how's your experience been working with our team day to day? How's communication been and collaboration overall?
It's been great. I have really nothing but praises for you guys on that. You are always available, always ready. There's been some weekends that Xavier was ready to go, ready to work, ready to ready to just push things live, like no problem, schedule emails. So it's been nothing but great on that side. The team is really really great, and you know what? It really seems they care, which is
Hmm.
not something that is common to find, because for agencies like other marketing services, you're just an account, right? You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a retainer coming in. There is really like a disconnect. With you guys, I have a feeling from the team that you guys generally care about, we want this brand to succeed. We are
Hmm.
here for them. And that's really shows. And that's really like, a great thing to experience. And it give us they give us some peace of mind, Yeah,
Yeah,
they're here
yeah,
for us. We can ask them, it's like we are not bothering them, right? You're not that feeling, we are not bothering you guys. We need to do this and this. No, you're happy to deliver. You're happy to be
yeah, yeah.
and work on our account. So that's great.
Yeah, no, that's great to hear that. I appreciate that feedback. And kind of few finishing questions here. How like can you speak to maybe like some of the measurable improvements that you've seen? Maybe it's, email revenue or lifetime value, returning customer rate. Any metrics that you guys have seen like drastic improvement on by,
Yeah,
having
the
this all set up?
drastic improvement for us was now over, put aside the subscription. So we
Right.
for a metric, now over 40% of the online revenue comes from email. And I
Yep.
believe it was below 20% before. So that's
Yep.
been major, obviously a major improvement, and it gives us more, lots of confidence, right? We do have another channel now to sell people. It's a great channel.
Yep.
We're nurturing the list. And a big one is also we are with those welcome flows, which have delivered quite a bit of revenue. We are also putting quite new people inside those lists, right?
Right.
So we can
Right.
keep nurturing, keep growing this list. That's for me the biggest one. We're also now, I'm very excited for what's coming in the next few months with you guys, because we're really trying to focus more on subscriptions and
Yes.
cross-selling, right? We do
Totally.
have a very high, over 400,000, over $400 of LTV per customer when it's subscribed,
Hmm.
people subscribe.
Yeah.
So we're really gonna try to hammer down, okay, how do we really get people to subscribe? How do we make it a no-brainer for people to subscribe, right? So that's what's coming in the next few months, and what I'm really excited about to happen.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And yeah, I mean, you're talking about all the same, the right things, especially with like one supplements, obviously not only being competitive, maybe you can speak even to like the managing the cost side that we were discussing.
Yeah,
That a lot of brands, like a lot of supplement brands are really banking off of the lifetime value of the customer. Like supplement brands can't just be like one purchase and, see
yeah, not
profitability. It's
sus-
really
not
all built in
sustainable.
that retention.
Correct. It's
Yeah.
not sustainable, especially for us. We are obviously a very small business, and we do
Yeah.
have a very premium product, right? It's NSF third-party certified, so which is not cheap, it's very expensive. And
Yeah.
our hero product is actually a whey protein isolate. We have different flavors, but this whey protein, we import that from Europe. It's grass-fed whey protein isolate, and
Yep.
unlike other brands, we don't mix the grades of whey protein. We only use whey protein isolate, and there is only really a handful of brands that do what we do with our whey protein.
Hmm.
On top of that, though, we are NSF certified, so we are pretty unique in that. And we have the Italian inspired flavors.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm was born and raised in Italy, and that's what I'm bringing to
Yeah.
here, the authenticity of the flavors. So we are offering something different, but to give you an example, the whey protein isolate, from when we launched whey protein to now, the cost of the raw material alone went up 300%, not 30%, 40%,
Yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is obviously makes it very challenging for us, right? And we are trying to, okay, how do we uh, move the focus to other high margin products?
Right.
Easier
Right.
said than done. People love protein. People love our protein. So that's where it really has been the biggest challenge for us because we don't want to cheapen the product. People will
Hmm.
absolutely love the product. And obviously, we want to maintain certification. We want to maintain everything like the product is. So if you want a really high quality product, just the cost is something that we need to deal with. So
Yeah.
that's how we are trying to navigate, what we are trying to, get by right now.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah. Protein of itself is obviously a tough product. Yeah. And
Correct.
yeah, it's good to hear that obviously looking at other maybe complementary items. And I think you guys obviously, like you're saying, it's such a some brands like they want to push protein and quite frankly, like their protein just isn't, they don't have the unique selling props to like make selling like they want the hero offer to be protein, but just like the most basic way that's out there with the same chocolate vanilla flavors. Like since
This one
protein
sold
is
out. This one sold out in like a matter of weeks. Like you can see it, but it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
Stella Gelato whey protein flavor. It's whipped cream with actual chocolate chips inside.
Yeah.
It took us like 2 to 3 weeks to sell that out. The problem is, it's a very expensive product to make. Margins now are
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I totally understand that side. Okay, but I guess my last question is just around like, if someone was in your shoes and considering working with us, like anything you'd say, or would you recommend our team to someone that's, potentially needing help on the email SMS and Shopify side?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend you guys' team. Email has been delivering great. Again, I go back to efficiency and really what you guys have delivered, right? I recommend your team. In my opinion, you guys delivered cost savings, and you guys delivered also a really excellent metrics and a reliable new channel, really, because it wasn't really we weren't tapped into, we weren't making the most of our email list, and now we are. Now, again, over 40% of revenue comes from our email list, and it gives us a lot of optimism, and really good vibes to keep this
Yeah,
going, and
yeah.
even just expand on that.
Awesome. Yeah. No, I really appreciate all the kind words today, Luca. Thank you so much for your time and excited to keep rolling.
Thank you, Patrick.
Awesome.